Good morning, guys, and welcome to day 21. So today's actually been a really cool day and an interesting experiment. And so what I'm going to try and start implementing in my life is Tim Ferriss always says, I live my life in 2-week experiments. So I'm going to give this a shot. So I recently started Tony Robinson's priming morning ritual type of thing. And kind of like how I got into that was, it all originally stemmed from Shay Carl and Katie Lett, and they were just talking about, they recently, around a month or so ago I'd have to say, they went to a, what was it? They went to a, what's it kind of called? A conference by Tony Robbins. I guess a lot of YouTubers went, and it was just like such a phenomenal experience for them that they could not stop talking about it and could not stop like absolutely just like raving about like how phenomenal the experience was. So like that kind of like led me to kind of dig a little bit more into Tony Robbins, because I've never been like a big Tony Robbins fan. Just haven't really been. And then I started listening because Shay Carol was on the Tim Ferriss podcast, and kind of like they were talking about the priming method again. And then like kind of like, well, Tim said that like, yeah, like I've had Tony Robbins on my show before, and he details in great detail like what his morning rituals are, what his morning habits are, kind of like how he primed himself to get ready for the day. And I'm just like, well, okay, like if Shay was that, like as awesome as Shay Carl is, and then kind of like how much he's achieved, if he was that impressed with Tony Robbins, like I'll give him a shot. And so I was listening to one of Tim Ferriss's podcasts when he was interviewing Tony Robbins at his house, and just like this guy is on an entirely new level. So I'm trying Tony Robbins' priming method, and kind of like what priming is just getting yourself ready for the day and kind of changing your state. So getting yourself in a mindset where it's just like, this is what I'm focused on, this is what I'm going to attack today, and just it's a completely new way of thinking. So what kind of like the priming method contains of, and like what I did this morning, it kind of contains like 5 different things. The first one is just breathing, and kind of what that does is just kind of like it opens up your mind. It kind of like I was talking about before, it changes your state. So kind of like the breathing method that Tony kind of demonstrates is just like, is a set of 4 breaths. So 4 breaths in through your nose, so, and then like 4 breaths out of your mouth, like, and then I guess like you tap as well, so it's, and then like it's just like, it sounds so stupid, but I did it in the morning, and it's just like, it just invigorated me. It was so great to do. So you've got the breathing, then you've got, what was the second one? What you're thankful for. No. Here, give me 1 second. I need to figure this out because I don't want to ruin this. This is really great. So I'm gonna grab it and I'm gonna like read off what they are. Okay, so as I was saying, the first step is kind of the breathing, the 4 breaths in, 4 breaths out. In through your nose, out through your mouth. The second one is what you do is like you spend 5 to 10 minutes being grateful for what you have. And like, whether that be just like, hey, it's the sun's shining out today, or my health, or just like, hey, I'm grateful that like I'm in this financial situation, or just finding something to be grateful for. The third one is things that is like visualizing things that you really want. And from there, like the way that Tony approaches it is that like you don't just visualize it like this is what I want. You visualize it as this is what I already have, so I'm being thankful for like what I already have, which is really cool. I like that. So that's number 3. Number 4 is, let me just check real quick. Oh, what to focus on today. So like, what is it that I want to accomplish today? Like, what are those things that I want to have from the day? What do I want to pull out of the day? What are the things that like I want to achieve? And then the last one is an incantation. An incantation is just kind of like just positive thoughts and just kind of positive reinforcement, where it's like you're saying, it's just like, my life is awesome. And kind of things like of like that nature where it's just like, I am strong. And so kind of like those type of things. So kind of silly little things. But like, and then you do like, oh, I forgot to say, like, and you do the incantations in the breath of 4. So it's just like, my life is awesome. I am strong. And so it's like, it sounds so ridiculous, but it's been it's like the first day, and I'm so invigorated in the morning. So I'm just gonna do a quick recap of like what they are. So the first one is the 4 breaths, 4 breaths in, 4 breaths out. The breaths in are through your nose, the breaths out are through your mouth. Then you've got being thankful, being grateful, and then kind of like just being grateful for what you currently have. And then sheesh, what is going on? My phone is blowing up right now. So, sorry. So yeah, the second one is being thankful and grateful for what you have. The third one is focusing on what you want and acting and feeling as if you already have it. Then the fourth one is kind of like what you want to get out of the day. Like, what do you want to focus on today? What do you have going on today? And then kind of seeing yourself doing this thing well. And then the fifth one is incantation, which is just kind of like just positive thoughts, just like you physically and verbally saying positivity into your life. So yeah, guys, like that's just kind of like what I'm going to be trying out for the next probably 2 weeks, and then going beyond that, a month. So yeah, guys, I just wanted to kind of let you know about, like, that's something that like I'm going to be trying to kind of improve my life and just kind of change different things that like are going on in my life, and just kind of being positive and just kind of getting myself into a new mindset. So alright guys, right now what we're doing is we are driving to Denver right now, so I will probably talk to you either after work or sometime a little bit later on. Alright, see you guys. So yeah guys, so that was wrapping up day 21. Got the priming in, and just such a phenomenal training experience and kind of growth type of thing. So alright guys, I will talk to you tomorrow. Check out day 20, the big decision in the link below, and yeah, thanks for being on this journey with me. See ya guys.